Hi, Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Lone Day Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon, here with Trini Kwan and with Corey Graves. Fuck. And, and today on Monday Night Raw, or Lone Day Night Raw, we understand Drew McIntyre is in the house, and we understand he's not happy. We understand he's not happy at all. Well, he wouldn't be happy, Trini Kwan said, after what happened. He didn't become the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. You know, Killian Cross played a hand in him losing the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings to Jack Sparrow. Well, not losing to Jack Sparrow, but not winning it from Jack Sparrow. Well, Trini Kwan said, we know what you mean, Corey Graves says. Drew McIntyre's here, not happy with how things went down, and he wants to get his hands on Killian Cross. So, Killian Cross, you seem to think that I'm the man to fuck with. Ever since you came to TWF, you've had this mindset of doing whatever you want to whoever you want, believing that there are no hang-ups, no binds, and no handicaps for your behavior. Well, that's where you're wrong. You see, Killian Cross or Killer Cross or whatever you call yourself, there is a handicap. And the handicap is dealing with me. I'm the handicap. You fucked with me, and now I'm gonna fuck with you. And you seem to say that you're the meanest, and you're the evilest, and you're this, and you're that. You're all about, folks' time's out, this and that. Well, your time's gonna be out. Your time's gonna be out. So why don't you come out here so you can get your handicap? Fuck. Which his bloodied name is Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre. Come on. Drew McIntyre, do you earnestly believe, do you earnestly think that you are man enough to beat Killian Cross? Do you think that you have what it takes to beat him? You should be thankful that Killian Cross didn't do worse to you he already did. I got what it takes to beat Killian Cross. He's a man like everyone else. He's not unbeatable. He's not unyieldable. He could talk about how he was unbeaten for about 8 between matches in NXT. But he lost about 2 matches on Raw and 1 on NXT before his first run WWE came to an end. Yeah, I know we don't talk about his first run in WWE. We behave as if it didn't happen. But fuck, it did. So now Killian Cross doesn't like, and he wants to make up for what happened to him the first time around. He wants to fuck with me. Well, I'm gonna fuck with him. And you can say all the witchcraft shit you want. You can do all your spell casting all you want. But at the end of the day, Killian Cross is only a man. And I'm gonna bloody beat him. Well, isn't it the chosen one, Drew McIntyre? You seem to be having a lot of bad luck lately. And you say that you're the one who's gonna beat me. You say you're the one who's gonna bring the end to me. Which at the end of the day, I don't think that's gonna happen at all. Why don't we have a match? Killer Kross or Killian Kross. And then when I beat you, then you'll know I'm the one that beat you. Well, it looks like we do have that match. Scar the Dove is getting out of the ring now. Ding ding ding. Well, first off, Trini Kwan says Killer Kross believes he's unbeatable and unstoppable. Even though we don't talk about that. Killian Kross coming up. Oh, Claymore kick. Killian Kross is down, Gorilla Monsoon said. Yeah, Corey Graves said the future shock. Drew McIntyre thinks he's going to beat Killian Kross here today on Monday Night Raw or Alone Night Raw. I tell you what, Corey Graves said. Yeah, we don't talk about how he went from NXT to Raw in his first run and how he was shamed it. How he came back to WWE and he's on SmackDown now and he's doing very well for himself. But I think it'll take more than what Drew McIntyre is doing to beat him. 1, 2, and only a kick out. Killian Kross somehow kicked out of both of Drew McIntyre's strongholds. Drew McIntyre, he's in a bind right now. Killian Kross got him in a cross lock. Or the cross lock, whatever you want to call it, Girl Monsoon said. Can Drew McIntyre get out of it? Well, I hope so, Trini Kwan said. If any man can get out of it, it'll be Drew McIntyre. He's not doing so well, Corey Graves says. It looks like it's over for him. Ding 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 ding. Here is your winner. By yielding, Killian Kross. And Killian Kross has beat Drew McIntyre here today on Monday Night Raw with the help of Scar the Dove. Well, Scar the Dove didn't do anything. But Killian Kross has beat Drew McIntyre, and now the two are getting out of there. Getting out of sight, getting out of mind. Just like a bunch of weaklings. They beat you up from behind and they run off, Gorilla Monsoon says. Hey, don't call Killian Kross and Scar the Dove weaklings, Corey Graves says. That's what they are, Trini Kwan said. I mean, that's what they did. I mean, he struck Drew McIntyre from behind. Made it where Drew McIntyre lost to Jack Sparrow, Trini Kwan said. So I do call him a weakling. I tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. Renee Young is going to talk with Killian Kross and Scar the Dove here. And we'll seek out more what Killian Kross and Scar the Dove are going to do. Take it away, Renee Young. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. Alright, Killian Kross. I'm going to talk with Killian Kross here. Alright, Killian Kross. You started your hang-up with Drew McIntyre, and it looks like you won. It looks like I did win my match here with Killian Kross. I mean, Drew McIntyre. Did you see how I beat him? And he thinks that he's unbeatable and unyieldable in his own right. I beat you, Drew McIntyre. And sooner or later, you'll be looking at the new TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. And it will be Killian Kross. So, Killian Kross, you believe that you are the one who is unbeatable and unyieldable? Every man can be beaten. And I can be beaten. But it takes a lot to beat me. And we don't talk about all the losses I took in my first run in WWE. We're going to talk about what I do now. At the end of the day, Drew McIntyre, I beat you. You said you were going to beat me here on Monday Night Raw or Alone Night Raw. It looks like you did not. Killian Kross can beat any man, any woman if he puts his mind to it. He beat Drew McIntyre. And now Jack Sparrow needs to watch out. Because next, Renee Young, Jack Sparrow's next on the list. And sooner or later, Killian Kross will become the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. just like he will become the WWE heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. Well, that was my talk with Killian Cross and Scarta Dove. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with Killian Cross and Scarta Dove here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Tonight Raw. And it's all the time we got here for Monday Night Raw or Alone Tonight Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon for Trini Kwan and Corey Graves. We hope you like Monday Night Raw or Alone Tonight Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT 2.0.